Okay, an unedited, here's what you get, all-inclusive video, an update on Jazzy. I'm super excited about where we're at, but I must tell you, we got a long ways to go. It's Sunday, about 6 o'clock, and we've accomplished a lot this afternoon. We've had a lot of interruptions throughout the weekend, but all in all, I'm quite happy with where I'm at. I'm just going to kind of start right here and then show you all the way around, and we'll jump back and forth. Again, this is kind of unrehearsed. 1.5-inch flex hose for all of my piping. I think it's going to work out just fine. This is my dump valve hose. This works great. Watch this. Boom. Just put it like this. Pull it wherever I want. This is my bypass. This is temporary. When I get my signs here and the braces here, one on each side, then the bypass, which I'll show you at the unloader, will actually run up this tree and along through here and then into the top. So you won't see any of that, and there'll be no need for any of these zip ties. So I still have to wire everything. That's one of the big deals. Tomorrow I will purchase the materials for a big box, an aluminum box that I will make for the bypass and for the FlowPro. So it'll sit up like this, about this high, probably 5 inches. Be a box that will span the distance here, giving me lots and lots of room to work around the FlowPro and the bypass. That was one of my biggest complaints with the last rig. I just didn't have room to work around the bypass, changing these out, lubing and so forth. So we have a T right here. Still need to put a clamp right there with the Y strainer right there. So it tees off here, runs to the 8-gallon minute machine. 8 GPM machine, gallons per minute. Gosh. Tees off, goes to another valve. The valve is there because if I don't want to use my 10 gallon per minute machine in the winter, I don't have to. I can shut it off, and that way I don't have to winterize it. Here is our exit for pressure into our unloader. So this is my first unloader tree, which is this side of the ladder rack. It comes from the machine into this side of the tree. Here's the unloader. I can adjust pressure right here. And of course, I've got my gauge. You can't really see it. The sun's in the way. I apologize. Well, I'm not apologizing for the sun. It's not my fault. What I love about this is easy access to everything. I can change the oil so easily on both machines. This right here, notice this. This hose here goes into the 10 gallon a minute 10 GPM machine. I'll get it right. When I want to use the 10 machine, all I have to do is disconnect here. That goes to my 8, and then pull this around and tap into the unloader for my 10. Easy enough, easy enough. However, I have a backup unloader because I don't ever want to get on the job, my unloader go out, and I have to rebuild one. I have this one already set up, and the hoses will work perfectly for either side. So if that one goes out on the interim, I can use this one, and we're good to go. All I'd have to do is take the bypass hose and bring it right over here. I do not have my fuel cell hooked up yet. It doesn't have tabs, but I'll be seeing my fabricator soon. He's going to build that box, and he's also going to weld some tabs here that will allow me to mount the fuel cell. If that doesn't happen for whatever reason, I've got my old faithful red plastic one that came with the 8 gallon a minute machine. I'll use that one in the interim, but I feel like that's going to happen. If you're looking for some extra tools, I don't take anything in. Just come to my house, it's yours. I do have security cameras, by the way, so I know when you come. So here's what I've got left to do. I've got to harness the buffer tank and the chemical tank. I have my D-hooks ready for that, there and there. Just got to do it. I've still got to mount permanently both the reels and both machines. They're sitting on the holes. They're ready to go. I've got the hardware. I've just got to put it in there, screw it down, or bolt it down, and we're good to go. Here's where I could use some advice. So, you know, I'm really hesitant to just flippantly drill holes in the bed of Jazzy, just haphazardly. It was okay when it was wood, but this is metal plus the rubber matting. I want to take care of it. But I do want to secure these hoses. I want to secure that. I'm fine to use the little gray plastic U-hooks that come out and you can bolt it down. I'm fine to do that, but is there another way? Thinking out of the box, is there something else I can do to mount this permanently so that, you know, they're not so loose? The AR-45 will go right here and the 12 volt will go right here. Got that stuff left to do. Oh man, I'm really excited about the progress. I know. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. It looks complicated, but it really isn't. All right, give me some advice. How can I mount this 1.5" flex pipe, the flex hose? All right, Mike, the Fresh Rinse. I'm clocking out.